October 1st, first day on the new job. I've been assigned as crew of a ship called the Skeld to ensure operations run smoothly. It's a big ship, still getting used to the layout. Storage, comms, weapons, navigation, admin, it's not even half of it. There's also a big cafeteria. I noticed an emergency button in there. Wonder what that's used for. Maintenance log number 206. First day here, but hey, not about sitting around and wasting time. Started out by calibrating the distributor, and cleared a cluster of asteroids and weapons, finished up by priming the shields. A productive first day, I'd say. The rest of the crew seems okay. Hope we don't have any slackers, though. I thought it'd be friendly of me to break the ice and get to know my new crewmates. There are 10 of us in total. Purple, orange, brown, pink, yellow, green, red, black, and blue. And me, white. Looking forward to working with you all. I ran into my SNAFU this morning when starting out my task for the day. It was that damn card swiping admin. Pretty sure everyone has to do it, but it's so finicky. You gotta get the timing just right or else it doesn't work and you have to try again while standing there looking like an idiot. Embarrassing, but whatever. I'm sure it happens to everyone. The lights on the ship are so dim. How are we expected to work under these conditions? Although, it does make for a somewhat cozy atmosphere, I suppose. So there I was, by myself, minding my own business in electrical. I was fixing some wires, and all of a sudden, I hear noises coming from the vent, like there's something moving around in there. Gave me the creeps. Needless to say, I finished fixing the wires and left. No way I'm rolling back there alone again. I walked into navigation to check on the power diversion progress. On the floor, in a pool of blood, was a dead body. It was blue, or at least what was left of him. All that was left was their lower half. I immediately ran and told the others. We held a meeting to figure out what we did. This was no accident. There's only 10 of us on board that could have done it. The blue sure as hell didn't murder themselves. I don't have to spell it out. Someone here's an imposter. I didn't really talk much to Blue since we arrived on the ship, but they seemed like a good crewmate. They kept busy working on their tasks usually. It happened so fast, no one's really sure what to think. But I'm sure about one thing. The ship isn't safe. All I'm saying is Orange was assigned to do a task with Blue in navigation, and now Blue's dead. Orange was the last crewmate to see Blue alive. Not about shooting a false positive here, but in a case of life and death, that's suspicion enough for me. This is But Pink brought up a good point. Orange was the last crewmate to see Blue alive. The opportunity was there. Of course, Orange denies having any involvement in Blue's death. But who else could have done it? I guess anyone, as far as I'm concerned. It's not like I know any of these crewmates very well. So, we're gonna put it to a vote. And then vote. It didn't seem right. But 5 of us voted that Orange did it. It just didn't seem right. They grabbed Orange and threw them out of the airlock. Jesus Christ. What's happening? The atmosphere among the crewmates has changed ever since Orange was ejected. I guess that's to be expected. I was in O2 today and swore I felt somebody in the room with me, but I looked around and no one was there. These things must affect you in weird ways. First, a crewmate is killed, then another is thrown into the vacuum of space. What's next? Ghosts? Everyone's on edge, always looking over their shoulder, afraid to go anywhere alone. Yet, they have no idea. Hello, crewmates. It's me. I'm watching you, watching and ready to slaughter each and every one of you one by one, just like I did Blue. But don't be fooled. I'm not working alone. What if they were wrong about Orange? We barely had any solid evidence, and surely nothing to justify throwing them out of the airlock. I only accepted this job because I thought time away from the family would be good. I didn't sign up for this. Sweetheart, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. I love you. It was so effortless killing Blue. Effortless, yes, yet still so satisfying. All alone in navigation, or so Blue thought. To be perfectly honest, I didn't expect them to turn on Orange so quickly. But I didn't do it. It was almost too easy. I don't know which is more satisfying. Killing by my own hands, or watching as they turn on each other and do the killing for me. The tasks. Tasks are the key to getting out. We just gotta survive long enough to complete all the tasks. Then we'll be able to get out of here. Just when things were starting to get back to normal, we found 2 more dead bodies. The other one brown. This time in reactor. Based on the conditions of the bodies, it happened recently. And since there were 2 victims, it's safe to assume this wasn't just one imposter's doing. We messed up. Orange was innocent. There are still 2 imposters. We decided to have another meeting to discuss our options. A perfectly executed double kill. Yellow and brown thought they were safe by staying in such a large group. I started things off by killing brown, then entrusted my partner to dispose of yellow. Yellow's reaction, it was priceless. I could taste their fear and sense of helplessness. I'll admit, I fell for the setup on Orange. I told this to everyone at the meeting. And you know what they did? They turned and started accusing me of being an imposter. Unbelievable group of impostors we got here. First I got accused of the killings. Then accusations started getting thrown at red, since they found the 2 bodies in reactor. Then the focus shifted to purple, since they didn't have an alibi. Unfortunate son of a gun. Lucky for me, the security cameras offer proved I was on the opposite side of the ship when Red found the bodies. Still, as far as I'm concerned, everyone on the ship can go to hell. When it came time to vote, the majority decided purple was most likely to be one of the imposters, so they threw them out of the airlock just like Orange. No, I don't think it was purple. I've got my sights on someone else. Purple got ejected today. They were the only one I felt close to. The only one I felt I could trust. I don't know what to do. I'm scared they'll go for me next. Someone's coming. My pursuit of the perfect kill takes patience. It requires a proper pacing, precision, planning. If I were to just act upon some primitive, primal instinct, well, that simply wouldn't do. The thrill of the hunt is as psychological as it is physical. The preemptive torment inflicted upon your prey is as rewarding as the act in which you finally set them free. I was in storage collecting fuel for the engines when suddenly it hit the fan, and the O2 sensors started going off like crazy. Accidental mishap? I think not. Someone intentionally flushed our entire oxygen supply straight out the window, and it took us a pretty minute to get it back in working order. Apparently, when all was said and done, Green was the only one who didn't help fix the oxygen supply. So I'll leave this as a reminder. I've got my eye on you, Green. was a little strange that Green didn't help fix O2. Definitely didn't go unnoticed. I wonder if I should confront them about it. My head hurts. I can't see straight. Second thought, maybe it's best if I don't do that on my own. This wasn't supposed to happen. It can't be. I had everything planned. Just a moment of carelessness. The consequences will be detrimental. This will ruin everything. I checked beforehand, but someone must have snuck in. Who was it? The vent. They saw me. They know. I have to kill them. Who was it? Must kill them. Who was it? Got you. Well, me sideways. Black called an emergency meeting after they saw White jump into a vent. Simple as that. White tried to deny it, but Black seemed pretty sure of what they saw. So, White's gone now. The bastard. Played us for damn fools, right under our noses. Hopefully that puts an end to this impostor fiasco. We'll also have the damn crew because of it. But between you and me, I've still got my eye on Green. Heaven forbid if anyone else gets killed. I'll put money on who I think was working together with White. Everyone's suspicious of me because I didn't help with the O2 incident. But I told them when the sensors went off, I was alone and too afraid to go anywhere by myself. I don't think anyone really believed me. So then I told everyone to come with me to medbay. I can scan myself and prove to them I'm innocent. They should be here soon. I wonder what's taking them so long. Huh. Door's locked. Hello? Hello? Who is that? Stay back. Don't come any closer. Don't. Take one more step, and... Oh. Wait, the door's open. Green's dead. Someone did a number to him while they were waiting for us in medbay. That leaves one too many murderous impostors left that we still gotta deal with. Well, I'm done playing their little game. They can't outsmart me this time. You know why? Because I already know which one of those sons of out there it is. It's red. Why would Black tell everyone they saw a white jump into a vent if them two were working together? Without a doubt, it's red. This time I'm sure. We were wrong about green. Dead. We were wrong about orange. Dead. We were wrong about purple. Dead. Black, Pink, and I are the only ones left. Dead. 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 In the back of my mind, it was Pink. All this time. Pulling the strings, it was Pink. Who lives? Who dies? Get out of my head. You don't get to decide. I do. I'm in control. Pink's paranoia and accusations have in one way or another gotten a handful of crewmates killed. Unfortunately for us, a handful is more than we can afford to lose. Security camera this, alibi story that. Pink tried to pin Green's death on Red, but I'm not buying it. The blood trails all lead back to Pink. It's gonna come down to my vote. Pink will vote for Red, and Red will vote for Pink. Who I choose will decide if I walk out of the ship alive or not. But what if? No. No time for second guessing. Gotta trust my gut. Just hope I'm not wrong. Black and I decided Pink had been the second imposter all along. We were able to overpower them and toss them out of the airlock. The two of us are all who remain of the ship's crewmates. From the moment Pink was ejected, I could sense Black fearing if they had made the right decision. They stood, staring out the window. I reassured them that it was finally over. Praised them for a job well done, and snapped their neck before they had a chance to react. Yikes. Imposter syndrome really got them.